All right, guys, so I'm working on the coolant system for the CNC here. So we have some good chip evac, and we don't chip weld anything to anything. The last Friday, we were having a problem with the coolant pump just not pumping enough. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys what a coolant pump looks like in a CNC machine. So this is the tank of which the coolant's in. And to be honest, I would really like to dump this and just fill it with some new coolant, or new coolant, some clean coolant, or grinding fluid, whatever you want to call it. However, it looks like we are low on some coolant, as like the witness line is up here. Same thing with this guy. So the pump sits over here, and the drain tube sits over here, and then this is kind of like offset. So there's a spot where the fluid could pass through on this guy. This is the top, and this is the pump that's in it now. Here's the one that I had in a box, which I just took apart. There's like a vein deal down here. It looked, had some barnacles or something growing on it. This isn't the one that was being used, and I'll even plug it in for you guys to show you how it runs. Okay, but that doesn't look like we have power here, but look at them old Drexler rims. I say it's running now, which I just plugged it into the wall. So this does plug into a spot on the machine, which you could turn on via the computer and turn off via the computer and the code. It's really limiting us, and it's not good. So that's what I'm working on right now, is this coolant deal, as we really need coolant, and it's hard to machine good quality stuff without some grinding fluid, of course. So I'm honestly gonna put this other pump in there, and I'm gonna add some more coolant. And honestly, the machine needs to be cleaned up a little bit and stuff like that.
So just being the curious person that I am, I wanted to see what that would do on this. And in just a couple minutes, it actually did all this. I mean, it's pretty obvious where I didn't do. I did that in about 4 or 5 minutes. Yes, I know sandblasting would be nicer, but sandblasting's $600. Plus the guy wants to do it in the yard, and I have enough sand blowing around here. So I'm thinking if you had the round ones, those round ones that we had, so it was spinning and doing multiple sides of it, one could probably do this chassis in about 3 or 4 days. And believe it or not, Corey Swanstorm had some stuff that he brushes on aluminum that neutralizes aluminum and makes it a real nice black. And the metal is actually a little pitted, so I think it would look like almost like a powder coating sort of kind of deal. I mean, unless you sand it and prime it, it ain't never gonna have that look, but I think we can make it look decent.
Daisy, I'm gonna show y'all's Daisy's donut. Hold on. Hey Daisy, let me see your donut, girl. Look at the camera. Look at Daisy's donut. She's kind of like, come on, don't put this on camera, Dad. Don't put this on camera. She's like, this was just between me and you. She's not happy about it. Hey. Well, we just took the 671 blower out of the blower box, and we got the dogs down there barking at the electrician guy. And check this thing out. We got the rotors in here. I say probably put some WD-40 down there and spit them, stuff like that. But that's exciting. We got a whole more. We got a whole lot more to go of goodies, and we also got some tars. But like there's all kinds of good stuff in this. Just pulled the intake out. We're gonna set it on the motor here in a second. All right, let's go put this thing on there while the dogs are barking. Hopefully it fits.
Oh, dude, that's badass.
Woo-wee! That is badass. Wow. That's cool. That's cool. Unless, I don't even know what to do.
Put the blower on it.
Put the blower on it, I guess. Let's say, should we put the studs in? So now we're gonna put the main piece of jewelry on that motor, and well, let's see if I can do this with one hand. These things are normally pretty heavy. Put that on the ground. That's where that normally goes, I guess.
Bam.
I don't know what it looks like from far, but wow, that's cool. That's cool. We're taking count of all the parts and the pieces that we have for this thing. Here's the blower belt. It ain't no Daco belt, that's for sure. But it'll do. Maybe we'll get a Daco belt. Look at that.
Yeah, it would be cool to put a Daco belt on.
I'm gonna say it might need a Daco belt.
Chris Duncan Inc., Chris Duncan Race Cars.
Chris Duncan Race Course. But we got the blower belt.
Also known as a Stinky Pinky car now.
That is a Stinky Pinky car.
Everybody thinks came from Adam.
Yeah. Chris Duncan didn't build that.
Adam Flemholt built it.
Adam Flamont built it.
You gotta love them Street Outlaw viewers.
Yeah, they definitely are special. That's sure.
See, I'm just curious where's the pulleys for that?
Well, we're about to, let's see what this guy is. Let's see. This might be a pulley.
Only leaning on this.
Sheet metal intake. Well, here's a pulley.
Ooh.
Okay. You know the coolest thing about it is we can make all this stuff. It's like Christmas. We're just opening up boxes. And it's another pulley. So this one will probably go on the top or the bottom. I'm going to assume that there's a rhyme or reason to them. Just don't know it just yet, but
Smaller one on the top makes more boost.
And we love making horsepower. So this is a 50 tooth count pulley. I would say here's the intake top, or the blower top.
Doing carbs, or what are we doing?
To be determined. So it'll be an EFI deal, and either put an injector hat on there with the injectors and kind of just let that be the throttle body, or put two 4150 billet throttle bodies on there. You know what? Let's go put this on top of that thing, because well, we gotta new boot goof a little bit. I'm gonna say probably run over it with a polisher or something, because it kind of has some weird spots. But I personally think like an injector hat would be cool.
We got a throttle body right there.
Oh yeah. Well, we have one, so let's see what it looks like. I say it'd be like a tunnel ram linkage. Is it a Dominator spacing? Oh, okay. So it has spots for 4500.
And 4150.
And 4150, so that's nice.
For anybody that might be looking at buying this blower setup.
So that's cool. I feel like it's a little off center. I don't know if it's just me or if I'm tripping. There we go. Yeah, no. They're just too focused on whatever.
Venus.
I got a message. Hey, don't let your dad get close to you. You don't need to get sick.
Oh, you got that message?
Yeah. I like it.
Nice.
Looks massive on there, don't it?
Huh?
Looks massive.
Yes, it does. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's rough to go.
That's dragster stuff there.
Well, I'm telling you,
Real job.
real job.
Real job business.
If there's a real job, what would this cost us?
About $5 grand.
The blower setup.
Totally?
About 12 grand for the
Ooh.
motor.
Cone dog.
Cone dog. Donut dog.
Go down to the fair and get cone dog.
Get cone dog and some french fries.
Business day, but that went to shit.
A normal business day, yeah, the dogs, they're doing their normal business hours type of deal.
Yeah. This is a full-time dog kennel.
Yeah, full-time dog kennel, part-time CNC, part-time used parts. I don't know. That's actually what I'm doing right now, boxing up some used parts.
Excellent.
So if you need any new and used parts, go to virtualspeedperformance.com for your new and used race car parts.
Yeah.
And Daisy and a donut. You could go to virtualspeed.com or Virtual Speed YouTube channel to see her in a donut.
Yep, and donate biscuits. I've been thinking you'd have her on one of the YouTube channels and that, maybe explain it.
Donut biscuits. Donate biscuits. Hubble's over there. He's probably watching some TV.
It's like he's signing in to... We were going to say your catchphrase was fuck you and make sure to say fuck you.
Yeah, you gotta say it. We're gonna put on a t-shirt. Alright guys, so that'll do it for this video. I thank you guys so much for watching. Check out virtualspeedperformance.com for your new and used race car parts and CNC services. If you guys need anything done, just let me know. You could shoot me an email at virtualspeed1@yahoo.com. I thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.